Welcome to our deep dive on whether you should sell a nearly new car after just a few months. In this video, we will walk through the emotional impulse to sell, the harsh realities of depreciation, and a step-by-step plan to make a calm, data-driven decision. We will also include quizzes to test your understanding and diagrams to visualize your options. Let's begin by outlining what we'll cover. Here is the agenda for today. First, we will discuss why rushing to sell is often costly. Next, we will outline a practical 90-day car-free trial. Then, we will explore the financial tightrope between loan payments, liquidity, and depreciation. After that, we will walk through a decision framework and cost scenarios using diagrams. We will include 2 short quizzes to test your understanding. Finally, we will end with an action plan and key takeaways. You purchased a new, low-maintenance car. Shortly after, you secured a new job in a transit-rich city, and the car now feels unnecessary. This creates a conflict between a recent financial commitment and a lifestyle change. The key is to slow down, separate emotion from analysis, and evaluate costs and flexibility before moving forward. To start, avoid rushing to sell, because early ownership carries the steepest depreciation. Selling immediately typically locks in a large capital loss that may exceed a year of monthly payments you would otherwise avoid. Instead, move to the new city first. Test the walkability and transit options for at least 90 days to verify that a car-free lifestyle actually works for you. During this period, secure the car with family or in a safe storage facility, and reduce your insurance to storage-only coverage to minimize costs and maintain protection. After gathering real-world data during your trial, reassess with clarity rather than emotion. Here is how to run the 90-day car-free trial. First, store the car safely at a trusted location. Second, contact your insurer to move to storage-only or comprehensive-only coverage, if allowed in your jurisdiction. Third, systematically track all alternative transportation costs, such as transit passes, rideshare, and occasional rentals. Fourth, log commute reliability, including delays, weather variability, and any accessibility issues. Finally, at 90 days, review the data and decide whether the car is truly unused and whether the car-free setup is sustainable. This pie chart illustrates a conceptual split of first-year costs under 3 broad scenarios. The largest segment, Sell Now, represents an immediate depreciation loss, modeled here as roughly $5,000, which can easily dominate year-one costs. The second segment, Keep Paid Off in Storage, aggregates minimal insurance, storage fees, and registration. The third segment is an annual transit pass estimate. The purpose is to visualize that rushing a sale can front-load a large capital loss relative to more modest ongoing carrying costs during a test period. Now let's walk the financial tightrope. Start by reviewing your outstanding loan balance. For example, suppose you owe around $13,000. If you have sufficient liquid assets, paying off the loan eliminates the monthly payment and potentially reduces insurance costs. However, you give up liquidity in exchange for retaining a low-mileage asset that may be useful later. Consider depreciation. A new car often loses 10 to 17% within the first few months. If you paid $30,000 and can only sell for $25,000, that is roughly a $5,000 realized loss. Compare that to holding the car for another year with storage-only insurance and minimal fees of roughly $1,100 to $2,100. In many cases, the immediate realized loss from selling now exceeds the ongoing costs of holding while you complete your car-free trial. This is why slowing down can be financially prudent. This illustrative table compares scenarios over 12 months. In the Sell Now case, there is no monthly payment or insurance, but you realize an immediate depreciation loss we model as approximately $5,000, plus about $1,200 for an annual transit pass. In the Keep Paid Off in Storage scenario, you shift $13,000 of liquidity to eliminate the loan, then carry minimal insurance and storage costs along with the transit pass, resulting in roughly $2,100 for the year, with no realized depreciation in that period. In the Keep with Loan scenario, you continue monthly payments and full insurance, potentially with minimal transit costs, yielding approximately $6,000 or more annually. These figures are placeholders for analysis only. Use your actual quotes and values to refine them. Here is a direct comparison. Keeping a paid-off car with storage-only insurance and minimal storage costs preserves flexibility and avoids realizing depreciation immediately, but it ties up cash. Selling now removes ongoing payments and frees up space and attention, but it crystallizes the early-stage depreciation loss and leaves you without a fallback if transit proves unreliable. The better choice depends on verified usage data and your liquidity priorities. Quiz time. The question is, given the steep early depreciation on new cars, which strategy most often minimizes total cost over the next year for someone moving to a transit-rich city? Option A, sell immediately to eliminate payments. Option B, wait 3 to 6 months, test transit, then decide. Option C, increase insurance coverage for better protection. Option D, buy a cheaper second car and sell the first. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is to wait 3 to 6 months, test transit, and then decide. Immediate sales tend to lock in the steepest depreciation, whereas a short waiting period with minimized carrying costs allows you to collect real data about your needs before making an irreversible decision. This timeline outlines the process. At month 0, you move, secure the vehicle, and reduce insurance to a storage-only policy if allowed. Over the first 12 weeks, you track the reliability of transit, total mobility costs, and lifestyle fit. At month 3, you evaluate whether the car has been truly unused and compare the projected sale loss to ongoing storage costs and opportunity cost. Between months 3 and 6, you decide to sell or to keep the car paid off. Beyond 6 months, reassess annually or any time a major life change occurs. Let's discuss liquidity versus flexibility. Liquidity refers to having cash available for investing or emergencies. Flexibility refers to keeping options open if transit fails or circumstances change. Paying off the car can reduce liquidity but preserves optionality, especially if you may need a vehicle later. Maintain an emergency fund and consider the after-tax return you might earn by investing your cash compared with the carrying costs of keeping the car. If, after the trial, the car remains unused and is clearly excess, selling and redeploying capital to higher return goals can be the better move. Second quiz question. During the storage period, which insurance adjustment commonly reduces cost while maintaining protection on a non-driven car? Option A, switch to storage-only or comprehensive-only coverage where allowed. Option B, upgrade to full coverage with a lower deductible. Option C, cancel insurance entirely. Option D, keep liability only while daily driving. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is to switch to storage-only or comprehensive-only coverage where permitted. This typically maintains protection against non-driving risks like theft or fire at lower cost. Always verify your state regulations and, if you have a listen, your lender's insurance requirements. Important disclaimer. This content is for educational purposes only and is not financial, legal, or insurance advice. The numbers shown are illustrative and may not reflect your situation. Always obtain actual quotes, review your lender and insurer requirements, and consult qualified professionals before making decisions. Key points to remember. Do not rush the sale because early sales crystallize depreciation. Run a 90-day car-free test while carrying minimal insurance. Compare the realized loss from selling now with the relatively low carrying costs of waiting. If the car remains unused after the trial, consider selling and redeploying capital. If uncertainty persists, keeping a paid-off, low-mileage car can preserve flexibility. To summarize, wait 3 to 6 months and verify that a car-free lifestyle works for you. Lower carrying costs by switching to storage-only insurance where allowed. Quantify the trade-off between immediate depreciation and the opportunity cost of capital tied up in a car. Make your decision based on data rather than emotion. Finally, ensure your choice aligns with your long-term wealth-building plan. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, please like the video, share it with someone navigating a similar decision, and subscribe for more strategic money insights. Share your story or questions in the comments so we can learn together.